Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome for the first time. So you may have wondered where I've been, or maybe you didn't notice that I haven't posted at all. Either way, I took a few months break from doing anything YouTube related for a couple of reasons. So the first one was I was really busy between work, school, stuff around the house, just was too busy to really feel like making YouTube videos. So kind of hindered me doing anything. Well, and then on the other thing, the bigger thing was our projects. So the things I was working on, if you remember back, if you have been here for a little while, we had the 7.3 Power Stroke and then we had the Ford Ranger. Well, the Ford Ranger ended up becoming a much larger and, for lack of a better term, a terrible project, terrible purchase at that matter. But we ended up getting rid of that completely, cut ties with it. And then since then, we've actually got what you see behind me, a 1970 GMC. I've already done a lot to this thing. Again, that went back to, I didn't record any of it because, well, like I said, at the time, I didn't feel like making YouTube videos. So we already did a lot of work to this thing as far as making it improved looks wise and reliability wise. So it had a bunch of vinyl decal on it that we removed. The wiring was the big issue with this thing and still is. So I did my best to repair what is currently in there. But I'm going to go ahead and replace the entire harness in that truck. So I'm going to go with painless performance, painless wiring, whatever they are, painless. Get a whole wiring harness for it, and that should make my life a lot easier. Because in the future, and I plan on getting their harness with extra circuits, because the plan for this truck is to do an LS swap. It currently has a turbo 350 transmission and a Chevy small block 350 in it. So the idea is, and this of course isn't happening tomorrow because I don't have that kind of money, but the idea is in the future, it is going to get an LS swap. Now, I am not going to be doing that swap. While I might be capable and able to find resources and stuff to be able to do it, I personally don't want to. I would rather take it to a shop that I know that's here in town that actually will give me a warranty on the work. So I'd rather have a warranty, pay more money rather than me do it. Mind you, I probably would do it correctly. It would take me a lot longer and I wouldn't have a warranty to cover any sort of damage that might happen just by freak nature. So that is what is the plan with that guy. Actually, there is also a little bit more. I am going to, whenever I do the wiring, also put the Corbeau seats that we had for the Ranger. I actually pulled those before I got rid of it, and we are going to put those in this guy. The reason being, I would love to keep it as classic looking as possible, but the reason being that I'm going to put those seats in there, one, we have them. Two, I don't like the idea of not having a headrest. So if we ever got rear-ended in this truck, the first thing that's going to happen is our head is going to take out the back glass. So, because there's no headrest. So I would love to 100% avoid that and just put the Corbeau seats we have in it. I'll also have already kind of been searching for a center console it's a universal center console that I'm going to use, but going to have to do some measuring. We might even kind of fabricate something to make it work. But that is the overall idea for this thing. It is also obviously, well, you see Pepper right there, but the truck is on airbags, currently parked on some ramps so I can get under it whenever I disconnect wiring. It is currently bagged. My idea with that is, again, in the future, not tomorrow, is I would love to do a actual just straight up lowered suspension where ride height is set all the time. Just because while air suspension is kind of cool, again, there's the idea of reliability. Lines could break or pump could fail, although there is 2 compressors on there. They could fail, wiring, whatever. There's a lot of different things that could go wrong. Bagger could blow. So I would just assume swap it to a fully lowered suspension. I am typically a four-wheel drive guy. I like lifted things. But this truck, I like it. I like it lowered. I think it looks good. So the idea will be to, do a nice suspension under it just to improve reliability, because once all is said and done, the overall plan for this truck would be, my wife and I have already talked about it, is maybe not the entire thing, but we would love to do the original Route 66 drive in a true classic. We would love to do that. And yeah, so we will make progress slowly but surely. Like I said, the first thing that's going to happen is going to be wiring. That is the biggest thing that needs to happen. There's currently a issue, which I've already tried all the regular methods to fix, but there is currently an issue with it where it doesn't want to start unless it's jump started. Like I said, all the normal things that you would think off right off the top of your head, already tried. But yeah, so that's something I'm going to be chasing while I'm doing the wiring, and after, maybe hopefully whenever I do the whole wiring, it's completely solved. The next thing, we have been gone a while. If you've been here for a little bit, we do some off-roading videos, usually drone footage, and different things like that. Well, actually tomorrow we plan to go off-road in Box Canyon, which the Florence, Arizona Box Canyon. I know there's a couple in Arizona. So Florence, Arizona Box Canyon. We're going to go off-road that. I may not do as much drone footage as I typically do, because I actually picked up an action camera from Insta360 that I plan on using for off-roading videos. I feel like it's going to be a little bit better, while I will still get drone footage because, well, I have a drone and it's cool. I plan to do more of like in-cab video. So I think that'll work a lot better. But to go along with that, not only have we gotten this guy since I last spoke to you, we have also acquired a 98 XJ, Jeep XJ. It is on 31s, roughly, I think that was 31s, and it has a 4.5-inch lift on it from Rusty's Off-Road. It's a long arm kit. That XJ will be joining our Jeep JK. The reason we got that was to kind of be able for my wife and I to go off-roading together, both be able to drive and also have a backup vehicle. I don't like going anywhere farther away that we don't have a second vehicle with us. And a lot of times we don't talk to a whole lot of people. So we don't really have somebody that can really tag along when we want to go. Because usually when we want to go, it's spur of the moment. Like we decided yesterday or this morning, I think it was, that we were going to go tomorrow to do a off-roading trip. So it'll be nice to have both vehicles as an option. And that XJ, we got it for a great deal from a guy that took phenomenal care of it. That is the first vehicle that I can honestly say is immaculately taken care of, interior wise, mechanically. He just took care of that thing. So that's more of what you can expect. You can expect in the future some videos of this, some videos off-roading. I will say I'm probably going to focus a little bit more on short form videos rather than a bunch of long form videos. I'd rather make quite a few shorts rather than try to struggle to come up with ideas to do for long form. I can always think of short form videos because, well, that's pretty easy, but I don't always have the time to make the long form videos, even if I do want to post something about it. So I feel like it'll be easier for me to do more shorts. So be sure to look out for those. Look out for whenever I do post the long form videos. I intend to be a little more consistent rather than, post and then be gone for 3 months. So I am back. I plan to be here. And I hope that y'all enjoy. There's a gnat flying in front of my face. I do hope that you enjoy the videos, and yeah, hopefully you come back and see us again. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble, do something nice for someone, and I will see y'all next time.